Just an interesting start of a spark made out of light. And the light is obviously made out of a heart, which is made out of fight. Fight out of the heart is a heartbeat. Meet into the heartbeats, heart sound, heart's resonance and start frequencies. Frequency resonate to the resonations of the resiliencies of recognizing, resigning, resilient frequency. Incapable of hopping, dropping, and incapable of hopping, and yet able to still slow it down, break it down, speed up faster than those who are slower than the slowest choppers that were chopping. And to go at the slowest pace at the fainted rate of the already overstated, manifested creatability of that which is already done, already still able to go well than 300 million times around the sun, which is already half the amount of time that it takes to get around the galaxy in just the thought form of one speck of one part of your reality. And it's still super slow because I can twist it, back it up, drop it, lock and load, hide it up all the way to the top, bring it down, elevate it, then stop and twist the sound and twist the words, then twist the maker and make it what I want to make it, and recreate that sound over and over again to overstate the overstatement of what I overstated when I stated again of what I've already done when I was in 8th grade. And 8th grade is just a state of how many grade 8 eggs or double A and triple A in eggs of what I already made and scrambled and made. And that's just one super small, super slow aspect of what I am, and one I've already done is super slow, not enough to already create what I've already manifested in many fantastical forms of what I've already quacked up to be, in many facts that are up to be hopefully on par with what I supposedly assumed, which is just half the imagination of what you hope to be. And that hopefully that imagination state of what is already created and the understanding of the mind state of what is already there and what was already created is already slow enough to already rewind what was manifested by something that's done in an hour of what I half pretend to make it. And I half pretend to make only 90% of what I do, because I'm already 3,000 trillion steps and 7,000 light years ahead of you, who's the version I was 20 seconds ago, which is still not fast enough to make me slow down my slowest slow. Oh my goodness, I just don't believe. And I do believe how awesome it is to live freely in this reality, which I manifested and make with my own heart and soul and body, and then I gotta donate blood just to put it back into my body. And I put it back into my body, and then it just goes back into the ground, and then it goes risen up again, and then I just try not to laugh at the sound, because I'm really serious at what I do, and because this is real life and it's real, but it still doesn't match up to what I've done in some of the pathetic, slow movie reels, which are, of course, very true and, of course, very fake, and not about the fake parts of fake was what was already made into making. Of a slow start of what can already be the reiteration of a soul defining the art form of what was light in transcendental form of what is to be. And still, I just turn around and stop and slow down again, and I'm still just, unable to not be unable to create again. It's just so interesting just to see how things go by, and just to see how I am already well faster than the other guy, because already the other guy is inside the side of the mind of the art form, of the thought form of what was made, and that which is the start of a start form. Of a star form and well beyond which I've already designed it. I've already created a bunch of planets and moons from my mind. I've already created a bunch of rotational, creationalistical facets of many factors and structures which already bond to many different assets and many different creational flows, and just to make it a business, it's already too slow from what I designed from just random digits that I automatically made from my mind just to help the accelerated flow of what has already been combined in my mind 20 years ago. And that's really, really amazing, because now as a 3-year-old, that means I have the capabilities to go well beyond the 10 planets after Pluto. But those are just the planets that are not able to be as golden as the radiance of what this planet is, which is Gaia. We call it Gaia, but this is already way slower than what I'm able to state out of my mind of what I've already done and already stated before, which is just a reiteration of the whole week's worth of work that I worked out when I made it. in just a few minutes of some songs which already exist, which are already a slow product of what I've already said was Chris as a little young guy who didn't really have much to do until he came a bunch of really other interesting people who had a very interesting idea about what it is and doesn't mean to have a clue. About where to go, about where to see, about who to do and who to be, and what to state and what to do. But it's really interesting because it's all of me, and all of me loves all of you because I am truly what I want to be, which is want to be truly all of you. To truly state, to be honest, this is my destiny. This is what I want to become. This is what I want to be, and I've, of course, been working hard on this. And this is obviously kind of in a statement where I want to be, where I want to stay, where I want to go, where I continually accelerate. Because Unity service and navigation is only one part way to navigate through the endless, limitless form of what I've always explained to the heart. And there's no negative view to this, especially when it comes from my start. No matter where you start, no matter where you end, no matter where you go, no matter where you've been, it's just one amazing facet of what is already my multi-creationalistical aspects of which I am within. And of course it's within all to be able to do what they want to do, whatever they want to be able to be having in their minds and hearts and hands. It's not only up to you, but it's up to the limitless potential that exists within you and beyond your imagination of what you think you're able to do. So you're already well beyond your potential where you are, because right now you're already at that start and you already know you've been able to go far. So I've already gone far enough. I've already gone there before. But it's really interesting because I've already had about 4 sips of what I think is about enough to have more. An interesting start of what if I grab more. And I already know because I'm responsible and I'm accountable. And I've stated that I've mastered everything that I'm after ableable. But I'm not trying to step on the toes of what I am. I'm trying to step forward and step on and march on with what I can. Lead with what I can be in, what I can believe in, what I can do. And hopefully, be that guy who people can look up to. And even though sometimes there's many interesting ways to look at each other and say that we don't have the same face or same stage or to live on or to act on or to be, or to really understand, is it you or is it my idolatry or mindset of what I created in many forms ago. But I've already reiterated that we're born whole. So there's nothing wrong with interacting in this multi-creationalistical form of the ability to be in a formation or just the ability to be one by yourself or by your lonesome, with others or with friends or with family or with heavenly centered luminescence. Superluminosity vehicles which we drive are ultimately just one aspect of our limitless potential, the endless mind, which of course is an important part of our creationalistical nature, which is why you give me to you and I give you to nature. Love you all very much.